Welcome, guys, to another dope podcast. For those of you,
Another one.
well, officially, this is our first one that is like official.
Fact.
If you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere else, we're streaming on Twitch right now. Friendly reminder that we won't be reading alerts, but we are both so thankful for your subs and your support. And when we get done, we will both be going through them. So we should go over our agenda for the day. Also, hi everyone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys
Welcome.
and girls, children of all ages.
Welcome. All right. So we like to try to do 4 to 5 topics, but we had so many awesome responses with the hashtag #AskADP. So we left a lot of time for that. We have an hour and 30 minutes with you guys, and we want to limit it to that. But what we have on docket before that is talking about name changes on Twitch. Should you do them? Should you not? 2 is harassment on Twitch. And and 3 is dating on Twitch. Wah, wah, wah.
Wow, chicka,
Wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow. So yeah, we'll just like jump right into it. This first topic was something that Libra and I just like randomly started talking about. We both have a pet peeve when somebody has a different Twitch name, Twitter name, Instagram name, gamer tag, all that, Snapchat name, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of that stems from people who have decided to change their name on Twitch because they wanted something that was more streamlined or more marketable, anything like that. My standpoint is that you need to be the same on every platform you are on because that is your brand. You need to be the same on Twitter, on Twitch. Your gamer tag needs to be the same everywhere. It's like when I say I am Miss Team KK, I am Miss Team KK everywhere. That is me. That is my brand. And it's not only beneficial to you, but to your audience. They always know where to find you and how to find you without having to look it up. It's just there and it's available for them.
It's there right in their face.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, same way ours is. Right up there.
Wait, wrong way. This way.
Right on top of our webcams. Do you see how I don't need gamer tag Zimbabwe Kingdom 21 and then Snapchat Big Dick Daddy 69?
That's actually my Snapchat.
Oh shit.
And so
it's gonna be fun.
If you're thinking about streaming and you're trying to pick a name, do your research first. Try to find a name that is available on as many platforms as you can. If that's not possible, consider a new name. I think it's extremely important to have your brand be consistent everywhere. Consistency is so key, even though I can't really speak to that because I'm not consistent when it comes to schedule. And if you are thinking about changing your name to something that sounds better on Twitch, just remember that by doing that, you are limiting you're making a process that should be streamlined for your viewers or your fans, and you're making it much more complicated, and you do not want to do that. Even if you don't like the name, you don't want to make it more difficult for people to find you on every platform. Because when you're a brand, not only is Twitch, where your source of income is, every other aspect of social media is a part of being an influencer, and those are all areas in which can become a part of your revenue and your livelihood. So make sure it's as easy for.
Listen. Listen. I'm gonna look at you. Listen to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared. You're looking into my soul.
If you have to put an underscore or 7 zeros or 2 X's or misspell something, it is not
use
original.
Numbers instead of letters. Yeah.
Any dumb shit that you cornballs have to do like that, it is not original. Think of something else. If you have to put something and then add something so that it accepts your username, whatever you thought of was not that original. That's why you got to do all this extra shit to get the name to work. Think of something original that nobody has.
There's actually an interesting story of mine. Back when I was living in Florida, I was thinking about changing my stream name to Lauren because it was available. It was an old Twitch member or Twitch staff that was no longer there. No one was using it. And Miss Team KK is a very strange username. I will not deny that by any shape or form. And my biggest issue was that there was another streamer with the name Lauren in their actual name. And I wanted to reach out to them because I'm not going to change my name and like take over a brand that somebody already owns without speaking to them, because that would just not only be rude, but I don't want anyone to be upset with me. And that person made such a good point to me. She's like, you have to, like, when you think about it, when you say Lauren to someone, like, hey, I'm Lauren, that's millions of people on the planet. There's nothing unique about it. There's no reason why you would remember, like, that's Lauren. And when you Google search Lauren on Twitch, there's so many people that have the name Lauren in their username that I would not be on the top of that list of people. It would take a very long time for someone to actually find my stuff. There's no one else on this planet that has the name Miss Team KK. So if you type that into Google, you're going to find everything about me, which is exactly what you want.
You're not allowed to have it on Steam.
Yeah, Miss Team asterisk asterisk asterisk, but or Miss whatever it is. And that was and that wasn't her being rude or her being angry. It was a very smart thing to say, and she was so right. That's why I didn't do it, because that is such a hard thing to market. If it's that simple, that it's such a regular word or regular phrase, it's very difficult to become unique and become your own embodiment, become your own entity.
Facts.
But yeah, so definitely, if you're watching this somewhere, and now that all these new usernames are available, and you're like, man, that's like a little bit closer to what I wanted to begin with, and you're thinking about changing it, really weigh the pros and cons about how difficult it is to rebrand and create a new image. If you're just starting and you have the ability to change everything, then by all means do it. Like, if that name's there you always wanted, and you can use that across a majority of platforms, not all of them. I'd say at least 3 of the one above, or 2 if you don't have Instagram, at least 2 of them. Then all right, that's fine. Again, do whatever you want. This is just my recommendation, and Libra's recommendation is to make sure.
Don't attack us. We're not telling you have to do anything. You do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
We're giving you the tools.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to put them in your tool belt and you happy with your fucking
tool belt
plastic screwdriver, you go ahead and you get the fuck on. And you.
Also, that being said, if you have changed your name, I'm not like looking down on you for it. It's just something I've noticed and I think would be beneficial for those who are thinking about doing it. So that's the only reason why I'm putting that opinion out there. Take it or leave it.
Also, that message we just gave was not for everybody on Twitch. Like, I have tons of people who changed up their name and their mods or whatever, and they cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for the people who potentially want to take streaming serious. Brand yourself. Your brand at this point is all you have.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to know anything about me, but I guarantee you know who Libra LeBron is. You don't have to know what I do. You don't have to know where I work. You don't have to know I'm a streamer. You don't have to know that. You don't have to know I'm just a Twitter video. You don't have to know nothing. But you do know Libra LeBron. Oh shit, that name rings a bell. That's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
Across all platforms. I don't have to just be on one platform. Oh, that's Libra. No. And I could have gotten, I think it was Libra or LeBron as my name when the names came out, and I didn't pick
too generic. Yeah, no. So
yeah.
I have a question for you, Libra. Are there any times in which you think someone should change their name?
Actually, yeah. I just had somebody. I actually don't know if it was in my stream or not, but it was a viewer. And he was getting harassed by a couple people. Something had happened, whatever. You know, internet stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting harassed in his DMs, and he was annoyed. And they were always telling people, "Oh, don't watch this guy," blah blah blah. In a situation like that, if you're more a member of a community than you are a streamer, I'd say change it.
Oh, so you're saying this person, I obviously don't know the story time, but their name was based off of a community of people, or like another stream or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm imagine something happened with that, and then now they're getting heat for it because their name is similar.
Also, let's take, and here we can use names because I don't even know if they're a streamer, and none of us are associated with them. Sky does Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
Might be maybe my age, but grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to brand himself as him. And
not Minecraft.
Sky does Minecraft.
Yeah.
First of all, Minecraft was dead. Second of all, there was a bunch of pedophiles and stuff in the Minecraft community, so that got weird real quick. And third, you're only associated with a kid's game. He changed his branding. Really dope, by the way. Net Nobody.
Net Nobody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. I like that. That's
so
cool.
His thing now is like, I'm nobody. But on the internet,
I'm everybody.
You feel me?
Yeah, I would say
he's like Net Nobody.
I'd say that's the only time.
Dopest. By the way, if this ever gets there where you see this, brother, good fucking name change.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, so I agree. I think the only time that changing your name would be appropriate is if you say you created a username based off a streamer that you thoroughly enjoyed watching, or a game that you thoroughly enjoyed playing. Then I would change it to something that's you, not a branch of something else or someone else or a game or anything like that. Yeah, in those instances, then yeah, do it.
You want to make sure you, even if it's in relation to something, as long as you stand out on that. Like, let's say you're a huge fan of Diablo, and the biggest character or the main character is Red Dragon, and you go around Red Dragon or Red Demon, whatever the hell, Red something. If you can have that on all platforms, do it. That's dope. You're associated with something, but you're original. You stand out from that.
Yeah, it's not. It's like if your name was like Warlock, Nova Bomb, Quad Kill. Like, obviously, when I hear that name, I'm like, what? If I didn't play Destiny, I have no idea what you're talking about. That doesn't make. I don't know what that means. So I play Destiny. It's like, that's kind of funny. But you know, yeah. So let's see. Also, if you're going to put numbers in your name that are significant to you in some way that you can reiterate to people and articulate in a way that seems significant, then by all means put numbers in your name. Like if there's something that's important to you that has some symbolic meaning or is a good memory, something that you can discuss as a topic of conversation, then go ahead and put a number in your name. If not, if you're just like, I want big booty bitches 2, like, but 2 means nothing to you, you only did that because big booty bitches 1 and big booty bitches was taken, then don't do it.
But if big booty bitches 1 is your girl and you're big booty bitches 2 and y'all just in a couple that's open and you're trying to find a third one, then go ahead and do that because that makes sense. Everything adds up.
Yeah, what happens when you break up?
You gotta change your username. Username comes into place, you know. Now you got. I don't want to be big booty bitches 2 no more. I don't got that girl no more. I gotta look for a new girl.
All right.
Now I want new booty bitches, you know.
Let's move on to the next one. I feel like that was like one little point. It wasn't like a big topic conversation we wanted to have, but something we both talked about that we thought would be useful for anyone who's watching this and considering those things to take into account, and just wanted to put that knowledge out there and take it with, you know, a grain of salt and all that type of stuff. But so next, this is something that Libra had created a video. What, 4 days ago now, I think. The harassment of women streamers on Twitch. Yes. So this is something that we always wanted to talk about, and on every other podcast we've definitely kind of dipped our toes into this topic, but we actually wanted to dedicate an entire block, and by block I mean 20 minutes of time, to discussing it, and that is harassment on Twitch. I will give a little bit of context to Libra's video, and then I'll let him kind of discuss where he was at when he did it. But essentially, there were several instances where women streamers were having very lewd and degrading and malicious things said to them, whether it's via email, mostly whispers, or other forms, whether it's messages on the Xbox, things like that. And a couple people had posted them online. And it's very disturbing when you're not aware of that realm to see those things. And Libra and I had a conversation about it after this, and this is not just about one instance. I really want to reiterate that this is not about one thing. It simply was around the same time. Like we've been discussing this for a month and a half.
Shit today. Listen, let me pause this fucking stream I'm watching. Hello? Pause. Okay, it's paused. I apologize, Twitter. Hey fellas. First of all, second of all, I'm not annoyed, but I'm triggered a little bit, just a little bit. I saw 7 females, cause I follow a bunch of dudes that be liking y'all shit, and I saw 7 females cross my timeline talking about some shit in they whispers or in they DMs about somebody harassing them. I am mind blown that y'all don't realize how to turn off your fucking whispers. Lock your fucking Twitter DMs. It is so simple to avoid shit like this from happening. You have... Oh, I am ready for the fucking feminists, daddy. You are setting yourself up for shit like that to happen, for people to harass you, for guys to send sexual messages to you. You're asking for it by having your shit unlocked. Your Snapchat, People should only have it if you want them to have it. Your phone number, 5 to 10 people max should have your fucking real life phone number, bro. Y'all be mixing the internet with the real life way too much. Your whispers should be locked unless you are mutually following the person. Which means it should only be your streamer homies that can fucking whisper you. Your Twitter DMs, if you are a female, should not be open. Granted, sometimes they do it, but those are the ones that don't complain about it. If you got them open, you asking for that shit. Close your shit, ladies, so that you can stop getting harassed by these fucking cornballs on the internet. It's real simple. Follow directions.
Do you want to explain what you said?
Okay, so basically, what I was saying was, I was like, and we saw it a lot. It was not just one, it wasn't just two. It was like 7 different people doing this. And they were sitting there exposing the dudes in their DMs, which cool. From afar, cool. Look, she put him on blast. He dumb, you know? But thinking about it, first of all, not only did you just give him the negative attention that he was looking for, you also just put somebody on blast for, oh, fuck, here we go. For you deciding to have your whispers open, or DMs, or whatever, you had it unlocked. And he, being a dickhead, decided to enter said whispers, DMs, whatever you had open. And he took advantage of that open door. And he ended up saying some dumb shit. So you put it on Twitter. Everybody attacks him because that's how Twitter works. Once you say something, your whole fan base is gonna be like, "Our pitchforks," you know.
Arr! Sorry.
Not like a pirate R, but like,
Arr!
Charge, like that. And once that happens, it's just all around negativity, all around. There's nothing positive that comes from that. The guy, the piece of shit that is starting this and making this happen is not gonna stop doing it. He's not gonna change. He's gonna either make a new username and do it to you again, or he's gonna do it to someone else. That's just what guys like that do. And of course, let's change men. There's a lot of men that are pigs, that are assholes, that are racist, that are toxic, that will harass girls until they get their attention. We understand that. We, males, understand there are cornballs who carry penasias, as do we. But you cannot blame all of us for their bullshit.
Wait, do you feel like that was happening, or are you just saying in general?
What do you mean?
Like, so you said we can't blame, we being people without penises,
Panasia.
cannot blame everyone. Are you just saying that in general, or are you saying that you felt like people are doing that?
Both.
Okay.
I think it's in general. That's just what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna feel that type of way, and they're gonna say that. Or someone's gonna twist up whatever's going on, and they're gonna take it their own way, put it in their pocket, save it for later, and pull it out when they need it. It doesn't go well. None of the times that it's happened has there been an enlightenment in every man's brain on Twitch and been like, oh shit, let me not be a dumbass. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it ever will work. And that's not gonna, you can't fix what's wrong.
Can't fix stupid.
By the way, point. Y'all females aren't the only ones getting this shit either.
Wait, that's the next part. Don't move there yet.
Okay.
Don't move there yet.
Hold that. Remember what I told you about putting it in your pocket?
Yeah, put it in your pocket. All right, is it my turn?
Hold it. Go ahead.
Is it my turn? All right. I've been having several conversations about this issue throughout the last about week and a half with different people who've given me some amazing insight. And I was so excited about this segment of the podcast, because obviously being a girl, these things have happened to me in the past. And I can relate, I understand, and I get it. I will offer you an analogy. When you go home at night, you unlock your door. When you get inside your house, you lock it. Should you have to lock it? No. Do you? Yes. You shouldn't have to protect your house, because no one should come in and take your stuff or kill you, but you do. Because ultimately, People like that exist. People who are willing to violate others' personal space and privacy and all that kind of stuff live. They're there. And it's very unfortunate. And obviously, like, I don't want to live in that world, but we do. It's that plain and simple. You do. You lock your door at night, you lock your car when you go into the grocery store out of habit to protect yourself. You shouldn't have to, because people shouldn't be bad, but they are. I learned very quickly when I started streaming that there is no reason why I should have my whispers open to anybody unless they need to talk to me. If you are a viewer that's having an issue, you don't need to talk to me. You can talk to somebody who has contact with me. And I see a lot of people saying that's why they keep their whispers open. There's always a solution around that. If you make yourself readily available to everything that exists in the world, you're going to have amazing encounters with unique and beautiful individuals. You're also going to have encounters with the scum of the earth who are locked in their mom's basement and get an Uncrustable every other day when they're good. And that's just the reality of life. It's extremely unfortunate. We shouldn't have to do it, but we do. So next time, like, you're thinking about, well, should I keep my whispers open? It's not about having to change because you're a girl. It's about protecting yourself as an individual. I know for a fact Libra, because of the way he looks and the way he talks, gets a lot of negative hate. That's not relevant to the fact that he has boobs, which are beautiful. It's because of being different. As a girl, you're different to the majority of individuals who watch, use, and consume Twitch. Naturally, there will be backlash. When that backlash occurs, it's because somebody isn't getting the attention they want from life. They are missing something, and they don't know how to be constructive, so they go and look for it in deconstructive ways. I'm going to be totally transparent here. When you posted that video, and Vicky, or the geek chick, responded, her response was perfect. She is so right. And when I saw that, I was like, "Ooh, girl, get it," because it's true. I'm a lot like her. I've had a lot of male friends my entire life who I've never had to, protect, like, dumb down my sexuality or be careful about what I'm saying because I was just Lauren. I wasn't girl with boobs. And so when she was saying that she shouldn't have to change because of that, I 100% agree. And everything she said actually opened my eyes so much. She is so right. And the unfortunate thing about being on Twitch is that those aren't your friends. You're not opening up yourself to the people who love you for you, not for being a girl. And that's just the way the world is. And the reason why I have chosen for a very long time to keep my whispers closed was just protect myself from that added stress. I can't control anybody or anything around me. I can only control myself. Why would I leave that vulnerability there? It's not fair. I don't like it. But I'll do it. It's fine. I can say, I had a discussion with somebody the other day about how often they see toxic, terrible things in the girls' chats that they mod for. I don't ever have that. Ever. I don't have a mod in my channel unless something over the top has happened or someone wants to help me out with something. It's because of the fact that, this is my opinion, and I'm sorry if this sounds scummy, but the way that I have taken the steps to protect myself and keep that barrier there for the last 3.5 years. It is not acceptable to say certain things in my chat, and just out of conditioning, it has stopped happening. Every now and then I'll get like somebody saying something dumb, but I'm telling you, like, I probably get maybe once or twice or 3 times every week or 2 weeks, someone says something about my boobs or like jerking off, something like that. And it's like, whatever, it's kind of funny. I don't ever have somebody sending me novels of very descriptive, terrible things they want to do to me. Ever. Difference being, Vicky doesn't think it's bad. It doesn't bother her emotionally or physically. It would to me. That would get to me. So I had to put that buffer in place. When Vicky tweeted that out, it was because she genuinely thinks it's funny. This kid's desperate, and it's sad, and it's pathetic, and she finds humor from it. which when I know it doesn't actually emotionally affect her, I do as well. But if that were to happen to me or happen to some of the younger girls or newer girl streamers who are starting streaming, I think it would affect them. And so by giving one person a platform to say those things in whispers, you're letting others who are thinking about it know that it can be done.
Well, there's a possibility.
People want recognition, whether it's good or bad. I think as a content creator, we have some responsibility to acknowledge that.
Fact.
That what we do has a ripple effect. It's one domino that pushes down a ton more. And it's not easy to do. It takes a lot of time and effort that, honestly, I don't think we necessarily have. But you really have to be aware of whatever you do that you know is going to get viral or big or have a lot of responses to, how that's going to play out. Because in the end, and this isn't so much with her situation, this was one that happened, I'd say like 3 weeks ago, there was a lot of people clapping back over a course of time against several other people who were doing this that created this whole white knight stigma that exists on Twitch. That if you say, hey, you shouldn't tell a girl you're going to rape her, you're a white knight. The fuck you mean you're a white knight? Because you're a normal, good human being? Who dropped you on your head when you were little? But it creates this false stigma of white knights. Like, sure, sometimes people exist who, like, go out of their way to be nice to girl streamers and, like, all this other stuff. But that's, again, a very small minority.
Those are white knights.
Yes. But people who are like, hey, you probably shouldn't say that you want to, like, pull that girl's hair and call her daddy. Then they're like, those are not white knights. No.
Those are the type of people that I quote tweet on Twitter and reply to, and we converse about the issue. The ones that just, this is their message.
White knight, white knight, white knight, white, yeah.
Like, all of you, come on, chill. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just going to block you. I'm not going to respond to you. We're not going to converse about the situation. Nothing. I'm going to block you. You're going to screenshot it for clout on your Twitter. Tell everyone you blocked me, and I'm not even going to care because I don't
You'll
know.
never see it, yeah.
You. So.
But I think that is a big issue, that if you give people the platform to be negative, they will continue to be negative. Then it creates a stigma of if you go out and you protect those, or not protect, but stand up for the people that you care about that are being treated in a sexist or racist or any type of negative way, you're the white knight. Because the moment that person gets recognition, all those other little gnomes that are hiding in, like, the dark crevices of the internet, watching porn somewhere, using glue to fap, are going to come running out. Because they're like, oh, this is my time to attack. White knight, white knight, white knight. And it creates this ball of, like, a war of trolls with no dicks and white knights. And by doing that, you are only increasing the stigma around all of this. If you shouldn't have to lock your door at night, but you do. You shouldn't have to close your whispers, but you should. But yeah, so that's my advice. Whether you think you look different from others and that's why you get harassed, or you're a girl and that's why you get harassed, you don't have to subject yourself to it. That wasn't
or you're a guy and that's why.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Like, you look different. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. We're gonna move on to that for you to say. You don't have to, and I don't think you should. That being said, I can't tell you how to live your life. I can't tell you what is best for you. I think that everybody is open to making their own decisions. I am just giving you my input from my experience of what I found to be most useful, not only for my career, but my mentality and my mental health. My whispers are only open to people that I follow. I don't have them closed completely. I don't have only mods can whisper me. Anyone who I follow and follows me can whisper me.
That's exactly how I have it.
Other than that, I don't want to know what anyone else has to say. Not when I'm streaming, because I'm working. And a lot of times people will use that, as you said, doorway to cause destruction. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Someone asked earlier, what is the solution? There isn't one. Just like there isn't a solution to robbery or Grand Theft Auto, car theft.
Happen in the world. Yeah. There is no fixing it. Should it not happen? Yes. Will it happen? Yes. Will it stop happening? No. Sorry to tell you. That's not going to stop happening. There is no master plan. There is no let's attack them. There's I don't give a fuck how many times you press X to respawn, you are not going to get enough people to stop that. It's never going to happen.
So
Can you prevent it from
ahead.
happening? A little bit.
Exactly.
You could try.
It's all preventative. Like, so long as we have free will as human beings, people are going to choose to do bad things. It's as simple as that. And why they do them, I'm actually very fascinated with the psychology behind that, but I can't change it. There's good, there's bad, there's something in between at all times, forever and always. That's just the way it is. And
by the way, fellas, real, super duper quick. Do you realize that going in a girl's DMs and telling her I want to fuck your tight pussy hole
is not going to work?
Is not going to let her fuck her
I
tight
think
pussy
they know
hole
that, though. Do you actually think that when they do that, it will work? I don't see. I think it's honestly just a attention thing.
It could be just, will this get her to respond?
Yes.
Because
not only that,
I did see something.
Wait,
some of these messages and shit, they be a little high. Hey, what's up? Before that fucking, I'll eat your ass from the back while you fucking marshmallow on me. Like, you know?
What?
You know what a marshmallow? There's a couple of, I want your attention before the spam of, now you will give me attention. You feel me? Like,
just a quick reminder for those of you who are just joining, we are talking about sexual harassment or harassment in general on Twitch. Right now, we're on kind of the sexual harassment side, and we're going to move on to like the other part, just so I keep people in the loop. If you're joining now, I was going to say.
By the way, if you're joining now, go back and start over. Don't make me choke slam you.
Harassment. Okay, I'm just kidding. So have you ever had, here's one thing I think that might be some psychology behind the reason why people do that. Obviously, when whispers are available, I have my dashboard up, I can see my whispers. Not only can I see them in my dashboard, but they come in to my chat in print, only I can see it.
Yeah,
have you ever,
like a red bar.
Yeah, have you ever had a homie that you like to like fuck with that's streaming? Like, I remember when T-Pat was streaming the other day, I was giving him a hard time about something that was like funny and like all cute and girly while he was streaming, and his reactions were hilarious, and I clipped them, and like, so now whenever like something funny or he does something dumb and like cutesy, I send it to him. Yeah. Seeing that reaction is funny. I think that's why they do it.
To just, that's how I have it. I have my whispers. If I follow you, you can whisper me. But I don't get whispers unless I'm streaming, because that's who does it. Streaming niggas. You know? Nibbers, sorry. Streaming nibbers. They do that. No, it's for me. I'm trying not to say. Let's stop saying nigga in 2018, people of color. Let's try a little bit. I'm trying to nibble and eventually not say it at all, but we can say nibble.
Agreed.
Listen.
I think they the reaction they get. Like, if I'm a girl and I'm reading something like, hey, let me suck on your big toe and call you mommy, I would read that and go, what? And they would see that reaction. The fact that I read their message above everyone else's and reacted to it, I think that fascinates some people and kind of gets them going. I think it's all about reactionary. You can see what I'm saying? Like, because when you read it, you're like, what? And they're like, I know that was my message. She's not going to say it out loud, but she read it, and that's affecting her.
She read it, and it's in her head now.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about me sucking her pinky toe.
Obviously, like, they don't want that to, I mean, some of them might want that to happen, but I genuinely think it's a reactionary thing. It satisfies somebody that doesn't get validation in real life.
Yeah. So they look for that online.
Yeah, even if it's for a moment. And so then once you take that conversation and you put it on Twitter, they obviously don't care. They obviously could care less if you put them on blast. When you do that, you're giving them more.
They just got. You gave them the attention by opening it, by them knowing. First of all, even if you just have it open. Okay.
Mike's getting excited from this conversation. Do you want attention too? I validate you, Mike.
You just grip that shit like that?
No, it'd be cool.
Nice.
There was a question that I wanted to read.
All right, go
ahead. So, well, first off, I have a question for you. So, besides the whole, obviously, we all are fully aware of the fact that female streamers tend to be subject to more sexual harassment on Twitch. That's known, we're all aware of it, and we all discuss it, I think, on a very frequent basis. I think besides one other streamer that is of color who has, like, when someone comes in his chat, and it's Boski, I don't know if you ever watched Boski, and they something racist, yeah. Oh, you'll love him. But someone says something racist, or says an N-word, or something like that. He has a screen like just is like racist alert, and there's like lights flashing and like screaming. He's like, congratulations, you are the scum of the earth, like all that kind of stuff. And I love that. But how often do you have that? Like, do you put a video up? You put a video up. I saw the other day of some streamer whose their emotes something awful, and they just
emote was some doofy ass tryhard emote.
And so is that his channel? Is just trolling? Are they trolling him, or are they just trolling in general?
No, he was an Overwatch player. And you know, he was like on.
Does he have a camera?
No, he was playing for a pro something. And I guess maybe like the whole team just got partnered for being pro players or something. So they made stupid ass emotes, and it was literally just spamming. Bro, they were like a cult in there. He probably got at least 200 subs while I was sitting there for like 15 minutes. And they all subbed. Twitch Prime spammed just so that
they could have that emote.
And he was going in channels and spamming it. And I was like,
how did that emote?
I'm not gonna lie. And oh shit.
Say it. Just say it.
I don't think partners should be allowed to upload an emote without it being approved. I don't think so.
I agree with you on that.
Like,
go ahead.
Even if it's a first-time offense, that first-time offense could have been the most racist troll shit that we would have ever seen.
That's not actually true. There's like degrees of offenses. So like if you make a mistake with something silly like putting a butthole on an emote or something like that, that's,
for example,
he's
never been a partner.
No, so but like that would be considered a strike. But if you do something that's like in the last tier, which is like racist, promoting sexual harassment or things like that, that's like an instant you're done. You have to have your emotes approved. I think I'm amazed. Has anything ever happened with that? Have you seen his channel?
From what I know, the emote's gone and the channel is no offense, but the channel's pulling 2-3 viewers like it was when he was.
But they're still making money off of being awful people. And that's like one of the sad things about Twitch.
Hopefully not. I really hope they didn't just take the emote away. Don't let him have how many subs he had before that shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I don't want nobody.
I agree, 100%. 100%.
Like, no.
No, yeah. If you gain monetary value based on something that is breaking terms of service, you should not get the money. It should be donated to what does the bits go to? Is it St. Jude's? It's some cancer research, I believe.
Yeah, that was the majority of the thing when the hashtag charity was going to St. Jude's.
I think the difficult thing is that our platform is so massive, and the Twitch staff. I mean, I would say there's one Twitch staff to every 250 partners. If you were to include,
it's definitely not enough.
If you were to include affiliates, that would be 1,000. If you were to include overall users, maybe 2,000. It's very difficult to monitor something that is as large as this is, and I think Twitch takes a lot of heat a lot of times. I'm honestly impressed with the way that they handle their system. I think that, actually I can't really say that, but I don't want to like go spiraling down a different topic.
Say it.
Do I go?
Yeah, go. You have to go. It's like a slide. There's people waiting. Go.
When you're hold on, sorry. There we go. I think one of the biggest things that can help you if you are a partner or someone that's looking for a partner, most people have somebody that manages their account. It's not always very obvious. The best thing you can do is attend events, go to Twitch parties. You know somebody's name who's related to your account, meet them, say hi to them, be their friend. Don't like suck up to them and be lame, just be you. Like just go be a person. It helps so much if you know someone. It's if you were being a genuine human being, a kind, caring, funny idiot that we all are, you will have so many more doors open to you, not only in the networking world, but in the Twitch world as well. I know for a fact that when I have a problem, there are several people who I know from Twitch that I've spent many of cons with, hanging out with, gone to dinner with, that I can ask. Not everyone has that luxury, but it's not fair to just complain about it. Life's not fair. Not everyone's going to get equal treatment. That's the way the world works. You have to put yourself out there, you have to network, and you have to try. Once you've done that and then you're not seeing the same results, by all means, be upset. Talk about it. Make other people aware of it. But until you've done that, until you've put that effort in, I just genuinely don't think it's fair. Especially to those who do so much. If you could see what they do when they're working and all the effort they put in, you would take back anything negative you ever said. Because they don't necessarily owe us anything. We're contractors. We aren't employees.
Not a damn thing.
Whether or not that system is correct, that's a different debate. That's just the facts. So you gotta, if you put yourself out there and you try, you have a lot more sway with things. So like when I have an issue, I know somewhere to go to. And I saw you tweet earlier today, Libra, about the fact that someone you worked with at Twitch who you would go to with problems is no longer in that department.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you do.
So now I don't know nobody.
Exactly, but you tweeted about it. The moment you were like, shoot, this person can't help me anymore. Like, I don't have.
Well, I literally I was literally like, yo, I need somebody of course I joked it out because everything I say is funny. But I was like, yo, I need the guy at Twitch. Who's the guy? Somebody link me up with the guy, you know? And the guy, meaning that guy that if I have an issue with something, I could, you Twitch staff, hit him up real quick, you know? I got an issue with this. Like, currently, I'm trying to find out how the hell I get that thing where as soon as I go into one of these big-ass channels, I don't know if you know about this, it gives you 3 choices of an emote. You just click it, and it says, Libra LeBron said hello. It puts the emote and says, like, welcome to the community or something. That can be change everything for a community. Like a community of like maybe you pull a lot of viewers but nobody talks. Maybe it's opposite. You just pull a little bit of viewers but you got people talking, you know? That's the easiest way to get somebody to just boom. I click the button. I'm talking to you now. Now you're not watching the stream.
That's one of the biggest things about my community. People always say hi.
You feel me? Yeah.
But yeah.
So I try to like do that in my chat. Like I tell my mods, if anybody's new and you never seen them,
say hi.
Boom.
If you're not,
just wave real quick, you know? Easy shit. It takes you 2 seconds.
Interaction is the best thing.
That'll boost interaction in every single channel on Twitch.
Agreed. But like rather than you're good. I haven't actually seen that yet, but so when you were in that situation where you no longer had that connection at Twitch, rather than feeling like you were entitled something and waiting for it to happen, which will never happen. If you shit talk a Twitch staff member, bad things are going to happen to you. It is that simple. I would not walk up to the water cooler knowing my boss is within earshot and say, fuck this bitch. That's probably not going to play out well for me very well. Not at all.
Facts.
Anywho, but rather than taking the other road, going left, you went right. And you were like, hey, guys, listen, the person that I used to get help from Twitch is no longer working in that department. I don't know somebody else. You guys know anyone? You guys know anyone that can help me out, like when I need things? And obviously my go-to is always going to be Hassan. Hassan gets so much shit on Reddit, on Twitter, and all these places, and he is hands down one of the most genuine human beings I've ever met in my entire life. There has not been one instance of something that's happened and I've asked for help that even if he had to say no, he was still there to help explain something to me, whether it's something with revenue seemed off, or I'm trying to decide if I should go to this con, or how do I sign up for this. There's always been an answer. Even if it's not the one I want, it's always there. And he does his job like a saint.
I had an issue. Me and T-Pat, we got DDoS before I was a partner, before affiliates was ever a thing, all of that. Me and T-Pat played Black Ops 2 on the Xbox One when it became backwards compatible. I DM'd wasn't a partner, didn't have no follow, like I wasn't big, nothing. I DM'd Hassan, and he took the time out of his day to be like, yo, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
He replied to me. I wasn't a partner, so he didn't have to reply to me. You know how you get that automated message? He could have ignored me.
And
he replied to me, and it was because the guy came in Twitch. He was a streamer, and he was dossing us and like bragging about it, whatever, whispers, all that. Situation was handled anyway. Yeah, but he replied, you know, and I was like, that's cool. Like, you didn't even have to, you know? So Hassan always good in my book for that.
And he is. And I think the only reason why he gets so much heat when bad things happen or people are actually held accountable or someone doesn't get what they want, I think the reason why he gets so much heat is because he is the most publicly helping and accepting employee at Twitch. He is the most active on Twitter. He's the most reachable out of everyone. So therefore, when something goes wrong, it's Hassan's fault.
And his DMs are open.
Exactly. And that's so unfair. So unfair when he probably, I can't speak to everyone else. I'm sure everyone else works very hard, but Hassan does a lot. All right, we have to move on. I don't even know how we got there. I don't even know what the original thing was. It was good. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
So to recap, if you guys have just joined us today, we have talked about name changes on Twitch, sexual harassment, and harassment in general on Twitch, which is kind of how we got there. And now we had another topic to talk about, but we don't have time, so we're gonna save it till next episode, which is dating on Twitch, and having relationships or that go past friendship with individuals that are part of your community, stuff like that. We're gonna say that for next week because we don't have enough time. We are already at an hour, and we had. Did you see this, Libra? How many mentions we had with this hashtag today?
Oh yeah.
Over 200. So if y'all don't know, the end of every podcast that we do, we take we don't read them first. We keep it totally spontaneous and because we want to be genuinely answering your questions. If you do the hashtag at any point in time, it can be any day of the week, all that kind of stuff.
It doesn't have to only be on Sunday, but if you do it around Saturday, Sunday,
we might see it more. Yeah,
skyrocket a little bit.
But it's hashtag ask
ADP.
Hashtag ask ADP. Nailed it. There we go. And let me pull it up. Normally I'll pull it up on my computer, so I'm not looking down at my phone, so please don't think that I'm being rude. Just the setup we have right now is not perfected yet.
Soon, though.
Do you want to pick one first? Because I feel like I talked a lot, so I'm going to let you.
I mean, I just responded to everything you said, so pretty much.
It's ADP, another dope podcast. Hashtag ask ADP.
Alright, so let me see. Actually, this one was really good. And especially coming back, streamers, if you just came back from PAX.
Wait, will you say who asked it? Sorry, their handle.
Let's talk about it.
Say that.
At UXTX Headshot X. That's a lot of
X's.
So in terms of streaming, how has the metrics of your stream, i.e. viewer count, sub count, etc., affected your personal life and your mental health? Meaning, like, if you had a time when you were specifically aiming towards getting those higher rather than creating better content.
Damn, loaded question. All right, first, before we start, I'm limiting these answers, so like sound like a Looney Tune character, to, let's say, how many do you want to answer? Answer 4?
We can do 4.
All right, so 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
You want me to answer first?
Yeah, it's your question. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, in terms of streaming, first of all.
Will you repeat the question? Sorry.
Oh my God. So, in metrics of streaming, i.e. viewer count or sub count, etc., how has it affected your mental health and your personal life? And what he means to say is, like, you aim towards getting your numbers higher instead of the content you were providing. So, me personally, KK might have something different, but me personally, I don't care about my viewer count. I don't care about how many people in my chat. I don't care about numbers like that. I have an exclamation viewers command that literally says, Libra does not care about his viewer count. If we have a lot, that's great. If we have a little, that's also great. Please don't tell him the number. I don't care about numbers. It's been a thing. I see when I hit milestones, like probably a milestone that I really caught was when I hit triple-digit subs, you know? I don't come from no pulling thousands of viewers, none of that, you feel me? So when I hit triple-digit subs, I was like, man, how the fuck did I get that many people to give me 5 beans, bro? What? And then...
Wait, can I ask a side thing? I know we talked about it last time, but how long have you been a partner streamer?
9 months.
Okay,
I just had my sub babies this month.
There you go. All right, go ahead.
I got partnered on April Fool's Day.
Oh yeah, I know. You remember you saying that. I thought that was an important factor. How long?
Yeah, April Fool's Day.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
So, whatever. So I hit that, and I was like, damn, that's dope. You know, I think I might have checked it maybe a couple weeks ago. I don't really check the whole I'm not every single stream I go and I analyze where did my viewers drop? Where did this go down? Where did I fuck up? Where did I lose people? I don't really care. I didn't get into it specifically for bread, but I knew eventually I was gonna be good enough to make money off doing it. You feel me? So that was my vibe. I didn't get into it strictly to make money though, because I've seen people come in here, $10,000 computer, crazy rig, nice lights, and you ain't shit, bro. It just is what it is. Your content got to be there. Whatever you.
So like, what
invest in,
happens?
that's what it is.
Can I ask you? So obviously, sub gifting is a thing. It's happened now, which creates a revenue that was already unstable and makes it completely volatile. Which means like it goes from being like this to like dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Like unpredictable. It's like one day you might say have 80 subs, and then the next day you have 62. And that's because like a bunch of people gifted.
That's a noticeable drop.
Do you do you see that? Does that happen for you?
I just had it. I think it was when I was trying to get an emote, and a couple of my mods and also one of my homies, Frisk, he came in with his community, rated me, stuff like that. So I was about to get 2 emotes. Well, I was close to 1, and I got 2. That's how I'm gonna tell you how much I lost, bro. And that day came around. And boy, I think that drop was like 30, 40. And I was like, whoa, you be careful. But
did that affect you mentally?
Not so much, because I knew I didn't do nothing wrong. Now, another thing, by the way, this is for y'all that went to PAX and all that. Don't feel bad if your numbers got crazy while you was gone. You figure deal me? Don't let it mess up your vibe. And it wasn't you. You were gone. If The Walking Dead leaves for 6 seasons, I'm not gonna sit here at 8 o'clock sitting there.
You'll still watch when it comes back.
Wait for Walking Dead come on. But when it come back in 6 months, oh that bitch, you don't text me at 8 o'clock, don't call me at 8 o'clock, nothing. I'm making some popcorn.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
And I'm Walking Dead. Don't talk to me. I will block you.
So I would say to that extent, I think mine were like a little bit different when you're saying about PAX. Like when I went to TwitchCon, which was like right up to sub gifting, I believe my memory might.
That's when they announced it, right?
No, it was before TwitchCon. They announced it, I believe.
Or they announced that it was coming out at TwitchCon.
They did,
which
correct.
Actually
correct.
Made a lot of people not go to TwitchCon.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was better than last year where they did the other thing. And so then I had like a little bit of a drop that I expected from a con. And then what was South? Not even that. So about 1 month after sub gifting came out, there was a day where I lost 180 subs. Which blows my mind because there was never a day where I gained 180 subs. But I logged on. I was like, I'm feeling it. Like, sub gifting is great. Like, it's a great way for people to support. And I'm like my highest sub count I've been in forever. Those of you who don't know me, I used to stream full time a few years ago, and my sub count was triple of what it is now. And it was just like felt so good to be like, yeah, I'm on the right path. Let's go. And then I like log in to stream. I streamed the day before for 8 hours, and I get on. I'm like, what the fuck did I do yesterday? Who did I piss off? But it's not. So that's the mentality that you're talking about, Headshot, is that when you have a drop like that, it's so difficult not to instantly say, I must have fucked up somewhere along the line. I did something wrong people didn't like. And then once you realize it's gifting, 100% every time. And then I remembered, oh, gifting subs. But even then, like when you're like riding on that high, like hell yeah, like this is, I'm happy, I'm having fun, people are enjoying my content, everything's like producing great results. And then like, it's fucking off me, dude. Like, like that happens. It's very difficult to be like, it's cool, it's fine, it's sub gifting, it'll be okay. But with sub gifting, you have those days that are very uppity, that there's a lot of gifted subs, like everyone's having fun, that kind of thing happens. And then when that day comes around a month later, you fall. So it is very hard to remind yourself that it's not your fault. It's gifting subs. It's not a bad thing. It's just like you have to remember that it's going to give you a high that is slightly artificial that's going to eventually come down. And that's something I told them. Like, you're good.
Don't let yourself think you're never going to.
You'll be back there again.
You can do it. It's just
100%.
Now you gotta wait a little while because you got that big bump, you know.
your viewership, I'm like Libra. I don't look at viewership. I don't care about viewership. Where I oppose you is that I care about chat interaction. And when people are talking in chat, I'm happy no matter the viewer count. Um, do I care about sub count? I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I do. It's my income. It's how I support myself, and it's a benchmark of my success. And I look
By
at
the way,
it.
red alert. That's not bad that she cares. I need to. This is
Yeah,
my job
I mean,
now.
you have to.
I need to give a fuck about that. You know, I was never in that mentality, but I do. You do need to. If you do this full time, and this is where your rent's getting paid, this is where everything coming out from. You gotta care a little bit. But I currently don't. But
Which is good. That's why I think like that's the big mental health discussion is when you don't care, it gives you this like little bit. You're like me. I am not very good at having a schedule. You're good at having a schedule, but it's very loosey goosey.
yeah.
Like you don't stream as often as I stream. I stream like whenever I get online.
You stream like twice a day too.
Yeah, and the difference
Where do you
is
stream
that
at?
when
What's your
I
channel?
it's Miss Team KK. Oh, I mean it's Libra LeBron. But like when I get online, it has to an extent, especially when you have taxes coming around, things like that. 3 years ago, I could have given a fuck less what my viewer count was. I was just having fun and I loved it. I like, couldn't believe what was happening. The money I was making was insane. And I was just like, dude, I'm having fun. Eventually that high wears off.
Yeah.
And you do the same thing over and over again. It's not going to be as fun and unique. Then you start looking at numbers and money and your livelihood, your future. It does definitely weigh on you, 100%. I have a benchmark in my head, like a sub point number in my head, that so long as I'm above it, I know that I can make ends meet with taxes and all that kind of stuff, with rent and all that kind of stuff, and having spending money to travel. I know that number, and I've ingrained that in myself. So long as my sub count drops, but it stays above that, which is lower than what it is right now by quite a bit, then I'm good. You have to train yourself that. You have to pick a number, Libra. What are you gonna settle for?
At 500 Twitch subscribers, I'll get a red and black Twitch glitch logo tattooed on my body.
On your butt?
We can talk.
No,
I'll get it tatted somewhere.
but you have to set that benchmark for you when you do the math. That's what, if you're a full-time streamer that does this full-time, it's your full career and your income. Set that benchmark. Live by that. Anything above it, exciting. Don't get too attached. Be aware that so long as you're above that number in your head that you absolutely need to be able to pay your rent, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Sorry.
Go ahead. That'll be like also your number, whatever number you pick, has to be like that has to be something that you can be fully comfortable with if you are only there. So let's say your number's 250. Let's say your number's 500. Let's say your number's 1,000. Any three of those. Make sure that if you are only at 1,000, that you good off that 1,000. Make sure if you are only at 500, you eat. You're not worrying about nothing. Make sure if you're only at 250, you budgeting your cake. You feel me? You're not over here.
Exactly. Do the math.
Don't flash what you don't really got, dog. You feel me?
To be said, I think there's only one thing, even though we're going over time, but it's fine. Frisk had said that numbers do matter if it's your career at the end of the day. The stats may not matter to us personally. I mean, like you and I don't necessarily care about the stats, but it matters to companies when trying to obtain other opportunities. One thing I have learned from streaming as long as I have, which is not that long, 4 years about, that streaming cannot be your only source of income because of how volatile it is. Just a fact. When you own your own company, there's a lot of ins and out, taxes, things like that, and you need to have another source of revenue that is more stable. More often than not, that's partnerships. Not affiliates, like partnerships, yeah. Sponsors. And when it goes to getting those sponsorships, they don't care how nice you are, how friendly you are, or how great your community loves each other. They want numbers. They want to see a graph that goes like this, that you're growing constantly. Those benchmarks for them are so much higher than we hold for ourselves, for our own mental sanity. And that is so true. That's something that I've encountered recently, realizing that, like, all right, I need to get my Snapchat viewer number up, or my Instagram story number up, or my Instagram likes up. All things that I normally would never care about, or do I want to care about, because it stresses me the fuck out. But it is so true. At the end of the day, it is a business, and you have to, like, be prepared for that to eventually happen. But that's so, Frisk, I love you. It was good.
By the way, do y'all realize that? Only, like, let's say, even if smaller than me, because this partner's smaller than me.
You're saying, do other people realize that work that you have to put in?
Yeah, like, all of y'all want to do it. Do y'all realize when you get there, that shit ain't a cakewalk? There's a lot of grind that comes in when you start having to do this to pay your bills. You guys got your side stuff, me, for example, 2 months ago, I was living with my mom's. I wasn't really, and I was in Brooklyn, so everybody know my background. You feel me? So, like, you could do other stuff if you need a cake for real, But I'm out here in Oregon, don't know nobody. Streaming is my only income. A couple sponsors here and there, But if them checks don't come in looking nice, I'm fucked, I don't got nobody to count on now. You feel me? So y'all gotta realize that light at the end of the tunnel might be a lot dimmer for some of y'all. And that's not a bad thing. Do this shit as a hobby. Don't put all your eggs in one basket and then you fuck yourself, dog.
Dang, I want to keep going with this conversation. But yeah, it is true. It's like, if you own your own business, if anyone who's watching this, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, like past broadcasts or videos, if you own your own company, what people see is what the product you're producing. No one sees behind the scenes. You don't see when I wake up early and I go through my Google Drive and try to find videos. You don't see going to cons and networking, which I fucking love. It's not really a job for me. I love going to cons and networking. It's my favorite thing ever. But it is so true. You're so right. There's
different.
It's like an iceberg.
Because
Positive
I
vibes.
don't fuck with that.
And you should. We
gonna talk about that one.
We'll save it. We'll save cons and what you should or should not go for next one. Yeah. There was one thing that someone had asked for you. So Libre, when you have sponsorship contracts, you handle them yourself, right?
Yeah, I don't have no manager, no everything, and all of my current sponsorships, which is it's only 3 that like is there, But all of my current sponsorships, I text somebody. I'm not I'm not what everybody else is when you get sponsored by somebody. Like, there's a lot of people sponsored by what I'm sponsored by, but I text a certain person who does certain things at that place. I'm not, email yo, bro, what's up?
Yeah, you have a relationship. It's not like
I built relationships soon as I got that, with the company, As soon as I got that, you build a relationship. It's the same.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a partnership. It should be a relationship. Yes, preach. Sorry, go ahead. That was pretty good. No, you're so right.
No, go ahead. From one of my mods.
Wait, can I answer that one really quick?
Go.
So I actually had a meeting with a management company, 2 minutes, a management company at PAC South, and that was the whole idea. I was like, hey, I have all these other like really small opportunities that come in my mailbox. I don't know what to do with them. Can I work with you? Also hoping that I think I am very marketable, hoping that working with them, they can help me find new opportunities and new business adventures to become a part of. That's not what they do. You hire them, they take 20% of your money, and they answer your emails. Which is good. Social Blue Book is very good. Yes, by the way.
What's that?
It's where you go and you put in your social media information. We talked about this last time.
Somebody told me that I should be.
I told you that. Yeah, it's insane. Don't say the number, but yes, it's insane. But
check. You want to tweet from Daddy, boy.
That type of management company is A-okay if you are above 1,000 viewers at all times on Twitch. That is fine. You need that because you can't answer all those emails. You simply can't.
Yeah, it's a lot.
If you're anywhere below that, if you're anywhere below 5,000 subs, 2,800 viewers, it's just not an option. You have to do it on your own. You have to be watching your email all day, every day, and be ready to respond to everything you can. Having 15 different conversations going on in the background, answering 20 different emails, you know, being up on social media, making sure you're following the right people, interacting with the right people. That's all on you. And it has to be, just because it's not affordable for someone that this size, my size, to do that. It'd be great. I would love it, but I could not actually benefit from them, nor could they benefit from me, which is what they told me at the end of the day. Is we couldn't help each other right now. So until
it just wasn't the right time.
Yeah. But there's those companies that handle those emails for those people are 3 times bigger than my channel, I would say.
Honestly.
All right, sorry, go ahead and read yours. My bad, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. Numbers do matter. By the way, AP stealing yo girl. Numbers do matter. People just like to act like they don't matter, but behind closed doors, it matters for everyone, because doing it full time, you need to worry about the number, because that number is what feeds you every day. And that 100% touches on the point I just said, where I recently started having to care about it because I moved. You feel me? But I never, and the person asking that question knows, I never cared about viewers, sub numbers. When I was on Game Wisp, never really cared, you know? And you have to, if you really, really, really want to do this seriously, set a goal of a number of viewers you want to concur and a number of subs you want to have. Reach that goal. Stabilize it. Grow. Simple.
All right. Do we want to go to the next one? Sorry. No, you're right. Obviously, they always matter. Numbers matter. They do, at the end of the day. I think when you've been doing it for a while, it's not the same type of importance. Like when you're growing, like I have 5 viewers. Next day I have 6. Like I'm growing. I'm getting bigger. I got 2 followers today. And you're really attentive to that. I'm going to tell you right now that when I end a stream every day, I have no idea how many followers I got. Absolutely no idea. Why? Because I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to keep doing me, keep a positive mental space, and just let that flow. If I were to look at those numbers every single day, I would drive myself insane. Absolutely insane.
Should definitely drive you nuts when you start caring about the statistics a little bit too much.
Too much, yeah. Don't look at them.
Because then it's like, people that watch your stream are not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They can tell
when you're not being right. Yes.
Which is why my people know when I feel off, I don't stream. They can tell I'm depressed. They can tell I'm upset. They can tell I'm good. Well, I don't anymore. That you feel?
No, I meant not like from that standpoint. You do. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
But yeah, it's like once you get stuck in that mentality, you're there for a while. It's not, and people can tell if you're this way, and the next day you're just
down,
shitty mood, horrible. Like I could see it on your face. You're not enjoying you're not enjoying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting there.
You're just there. You're just there because you have to be there. Like you showed up to work. You showed up to work.
You showed up to work.
Mm-hmm.
I never want streaming to only listen to me. Streaming is a job, and it is my job. I never want streaming to only be a job.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just not gonna.
Yeah, that's not where you find success. If you don't have passion for something, you might make above minimum wage, but that's all it'll be. Like you need passion, drive, and motivation to become more than that, which is obviously I think what we all want. For me, when I was saying I don't have that luxury, I didn't mean like I have to stream in order to like pay my bills. More of the fact that I'm living at home, and I love my mother up and down and forever and always. She doesn't understand what it feels like to be like, if I stream today, I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to have fun. I'm not going to play well. It's only going to get worse and build up like a snowball rolling down a hill. And she doesn't understand that. So if I sleep in a little bit, then get up, get ready. Why are you not online yet? And that which is a natural reaction when you don't understand the pressures, or not pressures, but the mind fuck that streaming can become. When you're having your moments where you're not feeling the best with everything, that gets very frustrating. So even when I don't want to stream, I do it because someone's telling me I have to, and I don't want to make them upset.
And
it just makes
feeling,
it worse.
That emotion, that raw.
Oh, hi, Mom. Awkward. Just kidding.
That raw shit that comes out of people like me and KK, and I'm sure we both know plenty of streamers that is like that too. It's because we wear our emotion on our sleeve. I don't open OBS and turn into a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to fake it when that's what you do. It's not easy for me because I never fake it. I don't know what it's like to open OBS and, all right, time to pretend to be hyper and funny today. Like, no, this is me when I'm not streaming, bro. Like, I'm the same person. Ask anybody that knows me. It's the same shit, the same hypeness, the same vibe, the same dope conversation, everything off stream. That's also why I don't have many friends, because some of y'all weird and I don't want to be friends with you.
My mom just said...
Hi,
so
Mom.
my mom's here when I said that. I'm just saying most people can't just not go to work if they don't feel like it. You need to always motivate yourself. I think one of the very difficult things to realize when you're not doing what we're doing, like physically doing it, is that work doesn't actually ever end. There's never, when I press start streaming, that's technically working, which I don't like to call it that because like having fun, I like playing games. When I press stop streaming, it's not over. There's another hour and a half of making sure that I'm staying relevant and interacting with the people that I should be interacting with on social media and all this stuff that like you want to be organic. I don't want to be fake. To make sure if I say this or that, it's appropriate. People will like it. It's relevant. And then when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I check is Twitter. What happened? What's going on? I need to make sure I'm a part of the culture of what's happening that day. It never ends. So like while the hour uptime might exist, that is just a portion of what happens. And so naturally, someone gets burnt out. It's like if you're an athlete, if you're a professional athlete, you play football, you fucking love football, you love playing football. That's your sport. It's something you're good at and you enjoy, you're passionate about. But when you have a day off, you need a mental day, you're not going to go play football. No. You're going to like hang out and have like relaxing time with your friends and family. And then when you're done, you're going back to work, even though it's your passion and what you love. Yep. I love what I do, and please do not take anything I'm saying the wrong way. I love my job. I love the challenges of it. I love figuring out all the intricate parts of it. At the end of the day, it's still a job. Yep. Once you start doing something full time, that becomes magic dust, kind of falls away. And you realize not everything in life is when you're wearing rose-colored glasses. Like it isn't. It's not what people think it is. It is a lot more work and a lot more challenging than it seems from the outside in. 100%. And so when someone is telling you, get online, stop being lazy. Well, when I get online, I have to entertain. I have to be nice and friendly and funny.
I don't feel that way right now.
I don't feel that way right now. Yeah, especially after what you just said.
Yeah.
But I'll go do it anyway.
The go get a real job shit. Come here. Do it.
Me? Oh, other people.
Take my chair. Sit right here.
Wait, I'm giving you a moment. Okay, go ahead.
Sit right here.
Wait, who are you talking to again?
Come. Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody who thinks streaming is not a real job. Come. Come, you dickhead. You do it. I bet you can. But it's not a real job, right? Everybody can't do this shit. Return.
Are you done? You had your moment? No, and like that's some people say that. I saw that. So this is obviously our ending conversation, but some people like when Summit put out a tweet and Lyric put out a tweet that they're just like, what Lyric said made my heart so happy. If you frequent Twitch and you're a person that's been here for years and you watch Twitch, not necessarily a daily basis, but a frequent basis, you know right now that a lot of your favorite content creators feel the exact same way as each other. We feel a little bit lost right now.
Everybody got something in common.
We feel a little bit burnt out. And there has to be some importance to that. You have to acknowledge that while well,
I'll tell you something, brother.
Correlation is not always causation, but in this instance, I do believe it is. Correlation being that we are all we are all worn out a little bit right now. We're all looking for that passion that we once had again.
I thought you was talking about coral reefs in the ocean and some shit. I don't know what the that one just came out of my mouth, B.
I think it's one part that the gaming industry is not what it used to be. The games aren't nearly as exciting.
Oh, you game developers suck.
No, it's true. This last year has been rough, and a lot of us have been treading water, trying to find things. Yeah, Epic did good, but they filled a void that was much larger, a lot more emptiness than they could one game. And the fact that a lot of people that you enjoy watching are being vocal about the way they feel, and it's all very similar, means something. And you can sit back and you can say that what we do is so easy, and
also,
we should stop complaining.
Of the fact that we're speaking out now, we felt like this before.
Oh, 100%.
It's now everybody's getting to the point where if you talk about it, I'll talk about it. And the biggest streamer on the platform talking about it woke everybody up. Now everybody's okay with talking about it.
And just reading chat right now, it blows my mind some of the things people are saying. It's being vocal. I am one that will always say, do not put your opinions in text. If you have something to say, put it in video. Say it on stream, create a video. When you put things in text, they are very easy to misinterpret. There is no whining train. There is no, man, I feel so bad for myself. I wish I was a waitress at Denny's. What the fuck you mean? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Ain't nobody on no damn whining train. We're happy. What we do is incredible. But to be vocal and say, hey, right now, I might take some more time off because I'm kind of feeling in a rut, is okay. Don't bitch about it. Accept it. You don't know someone's life until you live in their shoes. So don't sit behind your keyboard and judge it, because that's pathetic and gross. Let the people that you care about, the streamers you like, live their life. Let them do what's best for them. Because the reason why they get online every day and put themselves through scenarios in which they are no longer happy and creating bad content is because you make them feel bad when they stop streaming. You make them feel bad when they take a few days off. Not all of you. All y'all in chat are nice. I'm talking to a couple
people. By the way, we're
talking
about the viewers who do that.
Yeah.
Like somebody just asked who we're referring to. We're not talking about streamers. We're talking about the viewers that make us feel like shit when we're taking a break because we feel like shit. Thanks. Now I feel like more shit.
There's a reason why when you have a full-time job,
your favorite streamer.
Yeah, when you have a full-time job, you have vacation days. You earn them, you build them up, and then you use them when you feel like taking a vacation. We don't have that luxury. There is no calendar that says, hey, if you work this and this and this, it'll equal like a half a vacation day, this and this and that, that'll be one. I've built up 7 vacation days. No. One day not streaming is like missing 7 days of real work because the internet never stops. The doors never close. It is 24/7, 7 days a week, all holidays. And if that's difficult to understand, that's fine. I get it. But just take the moment and try to, and don't give your streamer or whoever it is you enjoy watching their content a hard time. Because at the end of the day, they're showing up for you.
Facts.
They're there for you. Everyone says, okay, take some time off. It's so hard to do that and not feel guilty. Like when I was in Mexico and I couldn't stream, I was upset, but I had fun for the first 2 days. After that, I wanted to go home. It's like I can't be away from all this for so long.
Escape.
Yeah.
We be missing y'all dumbasses, bro. I'm telling you.
And it's true. Bro. And yeah, once you take a break, you come back. I was so excited to come back and stream after PAX. I was so excited. It's just, yeah. It's one of those things where, is there a command explaining this? No, we were talking about how numbers and communities and all those things affect our mentality. And then it translated into how a lot of streamers right now are feeling the same way, where they're feeling really at a loss.
Yeah.
If everyone's feeling that way, it means something.
We're not going to do that in the future that much.
What?
Watch the whole thing. If you not here at 5 o'clock, you watch the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Go back and watch the whole. We're not going to fill y'all in every 10 minutes. Y'all other podcasts don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
This might be another dope podcast, but we not just another one. We're going to do shit. How we supposed to do shit, you know? So, just so y'all know.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on all social media. It's Miss Team KK on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find all of Libra's links in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next Sunday at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern for another podcast. Thanks!